Hi, Roscoe here. I'm using this team with this piglet. I'm not going to start to try and say its name. A Valk using the Unholy Ascension, and then the Gleamhoof Fawn, which is kind of one of my favourite pets at the moment. I am deciding whether to run it with Bleat or Headbutt. I did want to run it with Headbutt because this game I found I didn't really use it. Essentially, I'm using this guy to tank any kind of big damage because he can just heal it back up. The piglet hits really, really hard, and it's got its own kind of heal as well that I can use. And then the Valk with the Unholy Ascension. So I did face a Direbeak hatching with one of these, so I'll get my Curse of Doom up. I mean, possibly running the Bleat here would be more of an advantage to me. I'll get one more hit off, and then generally the Predatory Strike comes in. So I'll use my Nature's Ward here. I think I'll go straight for that stun chance. Cool. Now hopefully a lot of that damage will get healed up in the back. But I'm going to send it to the back line here for the Valk to come in and potentially take any big damage. I'm going to use my Curse of Doom here. Yeah, so you can kind of see he's starting to heal up there. I'm going to get my Shadow Shock off. So he only has either the Iron Skin or just continue the Falcosaur Swarm. So I'm just getting below that ratio. It's going to be the most important thing for me. And now I'll use Unholy Ascension. It's going to buff this healing, so it's not going to matter too much against this team. I'll just go for the Ooze Touch. It should be enough to combined with the Curse of Doom to take him out. Now this is going to hit this guy really hard. Especially if he does anything to take it to its racial. Not quite. They'd probably been a one shot if it had its racial up as well. But it still just hits really hard. Yeah, I decided to play this because I was facing a lot of flyers. And they were doing fairly well against me, so a high health undead is really good against flyers. That pig is amazing against flyers. And the Gleamhoof Fawn is just kind of these pets. It can take a lot. It can really take a lot of damage. Yeah, I might switch back to Bleat. But yeah, the team is called Magic Pig Power because it's a pig and it's got magic damage. But yeah, this guy does hit hard. And I've got that for the healing as well, so there's a little bit of kind of healing it's got. but the Fawn's going to provide it as well now. So again, I don't know how much it's going to matter. Yeah, I tried to record a video earlier, but I was running kind of a fun team. I was running. Is it here? I was running a Pierre. Those like robot guys, and I got absolutely demolished by it. Let's send my Valk out first. The only one that could potentially give me problems is that Whelpling. And I think I would just tank it on my Valk, just sacrifice the Valk for it. I'll get my Curse of Doom up here, then I'm going to swap into my Fawn, because it's got the Nature's Ward, so it should then take weak damage. And can potentially heal itself up as well. I think they just passed. So this could become a really long battle if they're not actually here. Yeah, someone said to me, can I make a team of that? It's just such a like it's a pet that's not good at anything. It's got kind of a weird set. Yeah, so going to that. See, now this is the kind of situation where having the stun would be beneficial. Still hitting me fairly hard. Let's just go for some more damage. This is going to go off in a minute, so. Yeah, I mean this pig has got such a weak magic against mechanicals, like worse than kind of usual. I think that's another reason why I bought the Fawn, because it can have that weak damage from mechanical. It doesn't do strong damage against mechanical, but it does take weak damage. Well, I kind of think this guy is just kind of AFK. Hopefully he'll kind of flee relatively soon. Right, I'll get my Nature's Ward up. I think I'll swap to my Valk here. I'm going to take weak damage, and I can get my Curse of Doom off. So he is using this without actually proccing the Arcane Storm. I'll get one more hit off before it procs his racial, I think. And I'll just take the hits on this guy. So I'm going to go for a bleat. Now I want to get him down as quickly as possible. That's probably long enough for me to potentially go to the back. Yeah, I'm going to bring in this Piglet. We're gonna bring the... Yeah, I'm gonna bring this in. Whilst it's still got its Nature's Ward up, so they're not going to take strong damage potentially from it. And just throw up the heal. Need to keep that active. I mean, maybe that's all they've kind of got. I don't. Just gonna damage into it. It's doing something. This is really just long and boring kind of battle. Can kind of see why now if he's only got the Stampede. Gonna throw out the heal here and swap to the back. But this could just be a new player, so I'm just going to actually just damage into him. He may get some decent damage off. I think I'll just damage into him, get it kind of over. He's just skipping turns, I don't really get why. Yeah, so hopefully I'll get another couple of games or so where the person is actually kind of there most of the time. Yeah, using the Son of Scum though, I have tried it a few times, but I just don't really think it's going to be viable at all. Yeah, I can't. I just think if essentially the tactic for this is use the Val'kyr as much as possible, get the Unholy Ascension up, because then these two pets are going to hit really hard. It's going to buff his healing as well to an extent. The only kind of concern is they've both got stuns, so if there's any kind of resilience, it's going to devalue these, which is why I'm kind of thrown between the bleat and the headbutt. Both are perfectly viable. I guess this can be a bit of a kind of a critter killer. Taking this to a lesser extent. Yeah, this guy does hit hard. What else has that? I've just hearing Bright Paw. Yeah, this pig is something that any kind of magic pet, even the darkness pets, or flying pets even. So, the only thing is he is potentially could be running the Haywire. First off, I am just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna DPS into him. That hurt quite a lot. Good, so his racial now has gone. That axe beak is almost certainly going to be my biggest problem. Thinking, should I keep this guy alive? I'm gonna keep him alive. So I do need to get a hit off. So then he definitely dies, unless I'd missed, I guess. And then that would have been... Okay, I'm going to get my Nature's Ward up here. I imagine perhaps a decoy may come. Okay, so he is running the Haywire, that's going to do less damage to me now. And he is tied in. Yeah, I'll get another hit off. Then I'm gonna go for a headbutt. Yeah, but this time I'll definitely need to swap in. I'll bring the Valk in. Gonna get the Unholy Ascension up. He's gonna take it with a decoy there. So, I mean, that is gonna hit my let's just get him below the ratio. Is now a coin toss. I'm just going to go for the damage. And get the kill here with the Ooze Touch. I'm going to go for another Ooze Touch. I'd imagine that the type change will be coming. It's got to potentially come here. He is now in big trouble. This should now get the kill. So this guy didn't play the teleport at all well. Probably because it is kind of like a god mode pet. More often than not, you don't need to play it too well. So when potentially something does go wrong, especially when he's using it as a sweeper, he has kind of no way to come back from that. I'm guessing 9 out of 10 times he'll come across pets that don't hit him for about a K. I mean, the smart move there would have been to Nature's Ward and then tried to survive the damage. I think he probably would have just about done it. But the Magic Pig gets another W. I didn't play the Fawn too well, or the Valk, really. I should have possibly started with the Piglet. Obviously, because it's got that strong damage, it would have taken a weak hit from the Raven, or Crow, or I don't know what it was. Yeah, I'm starting to play the Valk a lot more. Starting to kind of like it. I don't like running Haunt on it because it's just too slow for that kind of play style for me. I've kind of used it as much more as like a kind of a tanking kind of pet. Okay. Let's start with my Fawn. Go for the headbutt, see what he does. That's not the swap you want me to make. I am gonna put my Nature's Ward up, so now I won't take strong damage from that burrow. He's gonna be able to take a hoof right to the face here. He's going to have to dodge potentially to survive. I'll just get this up. Now just in case the swap comes, we're going to go full ham and go for the headbutt. So Miss Snuffles has snuffed it. I probably don't want to hang around on this particular pet for him to charge this Arcane Blast up. It's going to help my healing in the back. Only a small amount. It will help this pet. I imagine because he hasn't used the dodge yet, he must be running the life exchange. So I'm just going to stick about on this guy. Unless he's waiting for that to go off. I'm going to just go for the damage, I think. I don't want to try and go head games, Unholy Ascension, and just die. So dodge may come here now, if he's running it. He's not. I'm going to go with my pig. I'm going to keep his health relatively... That's actually fine. So I'm going to keep his health relatively high and kind of backload the damage so that if he was running a life exchange, he didn't just kind of get my pet really like relatively low and then get the swap off. I'm going to go for my arcane dash here now. And again, it's going to hit really hard. And now I'm going to use my pig out for the heal. That's a really nice heal. And now I should get the kill. So Gleamhoof Fawn, rabbit killer. To be fair, generally rabbits don't hit hard enough to, in between when it's going to actually be taking hits. They can't compete in a way, so they're using a turn for dodge, so that's a heal going off. The flurry, even if it's 3 times, it's still relatively low damage because their attack is fairly low. And then the burrow, it essentially just lets me line up a big hit. That's why I don't particularly like it. I mean, I don't mind it, but the bow has to be kind of used quite cleverly. So, for example, if you've killed an undead and it's on his undead round, that's generally quite a good use of it. But anytime someone can actually line up a big hit, and that's generally what some of the more better players would do. It's the same guy again. So I think he may think I'm going to go with my fawn. He's not wrong. I'm going to go straight at the headbutt. Now I'll go for the damage. Will I take... Oh, he's going to hit first, so I'll now use that. I'm going to swap to the back line. My piglet should be able to kill this guy here. I'm going to go for an ooze touch. Go for another. Just go for another. And now this is, as I was kind of talking about it, this has really let me line up this pig out. It's going to hit him hard. Because my racial is going to go off. There's a lot of healing there. Now imagine the swap may come in. So maybe get to my, or the dodge. I'm gonna Nature's Ward. Again, just in case the swap comes here. Full damage. I imagine he's gonna bring this guy in. I don't want to stick around for that. Although last time he did go for the rain dance first. No. And the crit. I don't know whether that would kill me or not without the crit. You just kind of hope for the stun. And now I can actually get the heal off here as well. Now I want to get as much damage off with the Valk. Don't know whether he was running... I think this is the one that was running Life Exchange, so let's get my Curse of Doom up. Just go for damage. I guess the only bad thing is he's going to be super charged up for when this Piglet comes in. Although whether or not he'll survive. Let's get this up just in case. I don't think he's going to be able to survive that. Also, yeah, I am starting to get people counter me because I have been running the same team for like 26 minutes now. And I guess people don't like getting beaten up by too much, so I'll do one more. Then I think I'll call it for this video. Or do I want to kind of have the flawless video? Let's go for one more. I wonder what other pigs are. So that's one we've got to buy. And it's this one. This guy could be alright with a chomp. Just stats. I don't know actually. These PS ones are just with that speed, quicker than a Terraclaw. This one wouldn't be. Let's just queue up now. Hopefully I've dodged that guy that is trying to directly counter me. I mean, he's already had one shot and couldn't do it, so... Yeah, using a high health undead is something that's really hard to counter. Unless you have some kind of really... You almost need a lot of heals or strong damage against. Okay, so now he's running a double critter. So I mean, this will do it. This will do well. Start with a Valk. I'm going to take some strong damage here. I guess he's probably gone for the highest health ones. I imagine the burrow will come. Now I get my Curse of Doom off. Now I'm going to swap into the Fawn. The dodge will probably come. Must be saving it for the Curse of Doom. Let's go for my headbutt. The dodge is likely to come here. So let's just go for some damage. Let's renew this. Now imagine the burrow. I need to hit high on this guy. So yeah, he hit pretty high, so did I. Fair enough, I guess. So another rabbit. I don't know, he might not dodge this time. Just going to go for the damage. And then I'll use my Unholy Ascension. You could dive under here. Yeah, at least it's going to get up on this guy in the back. That does kind of mean some bad news for him, in that this headbutt's going to hit really hard. The dodge is going to come here. Now I can use the... This is a fairly good matchup for me. I'm going to go for the stun. So I was already slower, so I'm going to just try and go out kind of for full out damage. I'm going to go for the heal here. So if he crits, I think he might kill me. No. So it's the Fawn against, because this guy's just going to die. There's no. So it's the Fawn against a, what, 2/3 health rabbit. I'm going to go for the hoof. Now I'll Nature's Ward. He is going to have to potentially save that burrow, because if he uses it, then I've got that headbutt, and it's GG. Yes, I mean those teams were kind of counters. I guess making him use the dodge to avoid the Curse of Doom. It's weird because the boa does it as well. Maybe he didn't know that. But yeah, so kind of making him do that, it's just making him take unnecessary damage on those rabbits. And he was going for the, I think the HP ones. You know, it's like the Cottontail, I think is the hardest hitting one. Let's get that. This bad boy. Yeah, I mean you lose out potentially on the speed, but you could go for that 325 one. The SS. What's he using? A Tele. Let me just check. Cool. So because he named it, doesn't show up. But I think it was a. This one of these. So he's using the HP. So he's essentially trading off health for that extra attack power. But yeah, if anyone wants a good kind of a rabbit that's gonna be quick and do good damage, there is an SS Grasslands Cottontail that does that job really well. 325. Yeah, you lose a little bit on health, but if you kind of play it okay, you're gonna be okay that wise. Yeah, I've just got the HP because it's the hardest hitting one. Maybe I'll go and catch the SS. Right. Well, yeah, that's a bit of off subject. So yeah, this Magic Pig Power team has done really well. I haven't placed any kind of too strong meta teams. That guy was trying to counter me, especially towards the end, but he didn't quite manage to get it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.